Morning, everybody. Thought we'd do a reading before I get going on my trip here. By we I mean me, heading to the East Coast today, and it's a little snowy outside, but that's okay because I got up early and plenty of time. So we are using the Tarot of Opposition today. I think you'll like these cards. They well, you'll see. You're in for a treat, put it that way. Alright guys, so here we go. Can I get the current energies, please? Spirit, Star, Sky, Creator. Can I get the current energy for today? Current energies, please. Get the current energies. Current energies for today. Wow. You know, it's been a weird couple days with that, guys. And I feel like there's a message in there somewhere. But before I could say it, the Spirit said, nope, I have a message for you. So, I feel like these cards, see that how the opposition side, when it comes in reverse, will show you the picture for the reverse side. So we have Justice in the upright, and Justice is balancing the scales of karma. So the scales of karma are being balanced. Then we have the Five of Swords in the upright, and the Moon. Again, I think we had the Moon yesterday. And that looks like it's in the reverse, actually. Okay, so let's just get going here. So, Justice is that which is the truth. You know, karma. Whatever truths have been hidden will come to pass. Whatever injustices in your life have happened should start to balance out. Now, this could be energetically. It doesn't have to be in the physical world. A lot of people, when I say justice, they think, oh good, you know, something got stolen from me, so it'll be returned. That doesn't mean, or that's not what this means. What it means is, if you were jealous of something, or if you somehow put out some negative vibes, those are going to be returned to you. The scales of karma always balance out, and this is the current energy, so I feel like things are already balancing out. It's not about you seeing that it's coming. Instead, it's already happening and you may not see it. So she's got her sword. She almost looks like the Queen of Swords in that picture, doesn't she? She's ruling over her kingdom, and she's got, I'm just noticing the black and white checkered squares, right? So chess reminds me of a chess game, right? And chess pieces. When you play chess, right, there's lots of pawns, there's knights, bishops, whatever, and you sacrifice those pieces to win the game. Well, guys, life should not be a chess game. Although it seems to be at times that it is, but we shouldn't be playing games in life, right? We should just be moving forward on our path and letting everyone else do the same. Those people that are playing chess, that scale is going to balance out for them. And I'm seeing the heart over here. That almost looks like a key. And if you remember yesterday, we had a key in the center at the end of our reading. So I feel like, you know, love is the key. Love is the answer. Keep love at the center of all things, and you should be fine. Now, she's wearing red, which is indicative of the root chakra. And the root chakra is your basic human needs, right? This is connected to the energy of Mother Earth, centered and grounded. And then she's also wearing orange in the sacral, right? So she's in the bottom two chakras. And she's the queen of that. Like, she's dominated it. She understands it. She is not worried about it, if you will. She has mastered it. And in doing so, if you balance the scales of karma and you think of the chakras and you've got the lower two balanced, it's time to work on the upper two, which would be the crown, right, which is what she's wearing up here, the crown, and the third eye, which would be the dot in the center of the crown, right, because it would be on her forehead. So in balancing the bottom two and the upper two chakras, then justice will be served, right, because you'll have everything you need here on the 3D, but then now you need to go up and get everything you need on the 5D. So from there we get the Five of Swords. So this is This is actually in the reverse. So she is, see, this would be the upright where she is hurting herself, and that's what the Five of Swords is indicative of. It's hurting yourself. It's taking action to hurt yourself. But we got it in the reverse, which means she's picking up the swords and she's no longer hurting herself, right? She's coming out of that self-sabotage energy and simply fighting for peace, right? She's barefoot and grounded, and she's got her swords, but they're not poised in a defensive manner, and they're not poised in an aggressive manner. She's just picking them up and taking them with her. So I feel like those swords are indicative of the lessons that you've learned, and what you're reflecting on is those lessons, and you carry that knowledge with you. The Five of Swords in the upright is not even understanding it, right? Here she's upright. The rain has stopped. The sun's coming out. The clouds are parting. Things are being revealed. She understands, and feet, of course, I've told you guys before, feet in the tarot means understanding. So she understands that she had to go through those lessons in order to move forward on her journey. Sorry, guys. And she doesn't lay the swords down completely. She is taking them with her, right? She's not 100% trusting that she doesn't need that defense, but she's not poised and ready to use it right away. Then we've got the moon, and this is in the reverse as well, because if it was this way, it would be in the upright. But this way, it's the light side of the moon, right? Because you can see there's light out and it's illuminated, and you've got a beautiful white dog here, and this is your light side, right? This is the shadow side, this is the light side. So the moon in reverse is the clarity is coming, right? Truth is revealed. Messages in your dreams. Your gifts are coming to fruition, and you're starting to see things, right? And I'm just noticing it looks like snow to me. And it snowed here in Albuquerque this morning, so that's kind of funny. Funny story, I was going to order a Lyft last night to be prepared to take me to the airport this morning, and it was like $35, and a normal trip is only $20, so I thought, well, I'll take the chance and just do it in the morning. And then my son ended up getting the day off of work because of the snow, so as it turns out, I didn't have to pay for the Lyft at all. And I feel like that's what this is, the clarity of trusting yourself and trusting your instincts. And when you know, right? You don't have to have proof. You follow your instincts, you trust the divine, and you trust the messages that you're getting. That will help balance these scales, right? That helps all of this. Like all of this works together for you to understand the lessons, to understand the knowledge, to take that knowledge with you, to balance the scales of your own karma. What have you done to yourself that you need to make up for? Have you cheated yourself in some way that you now need to make up for? This doesn't have to be about another person, guys. It can be just about you. And the clarity of all that is becoming, is getting revealed. So we've got 11, 5, and 18? 18. So, any of those numbers mean anything to you, maybe keep a lookout for them. They might mean something. 11, Justice, 5, Swords. 5s always mean change. 11 it's a divine number, but it reduces to 2, which is balance. And 18 reduces to 9, which is the divine number, right? If you think of Tesla. Apparently my dog wants to come in and make an appearance, but okay. So now we've got the current energies, the clarity, the lessons, the balance. Let's see what the advice for today is. What is the advice for today? What is the advice for today? What advice can I get for today? Can I get some advice? That's a lot of advice. Advice for today. King of Wands. Okay, so this is in the upright again. You see he's light. If it was this way, it would be dark. But the King of Wands in the upright is the master of creation, master of desire. He has he's figured out what he wants to do and is doing it. Now we've got a lot of blue and green. That's a lot of heart and throat chakra. So he's ruling from a place of love, and he's knowing when to speak and when not to speak. All right? He's very courageous, a lot of charm, very powerful. He's king. So, I mean, walk your truth, guys. Be that bold leader. Wear whatever it is you want to wear. You know, don't cloak yourself so much that you're closed off to the energies. You know, leave them open, but protect yourself. Keep your eye on the prize. I don't know why that came to me. And then look at all these roses. So I don't know what roses represent necessarily, other than love for me. I mean, we had Valentine's Day yesterday, and everybody's getting roses, right? And so come from a place of love, but protect yourself. You know, keep those boundaries up. Make sure that you are leading the way and not following with what is happening in your life, and everything will be okay. Let's get some more information on this King of Wands. He's just not speaking real clearly to me yet. Okay, King of Wands, we've got the Three of Cups. That's community, normally. It does not look like community here because she's all by herself. But she looks like she's getting ready for someone to come over. She's wearing purple, which is crown chakra, right? Very in her divine energy. And look at the grapes. Where did I see grapes yesterday? I think if you eat grapes, purple grapes, it will help clear your crown chakra, if memory serves. I read something about that yesterday. But it's friendship. It's having that support system. You know, knowing that there's more roses there. That's crazy. Knowing that you're supported, right? She knows she's supported. She doesn't need to see that support. So that bold leader, when you take these two cards together, doesn't need to have that army around him in sight. He just knows it's there. He knows that support is there. Then we've got the Knight of Wands. Now this one's in reverse, guys. And the Knight of Wands is the fastest moving knight in the deck. So I do feel like this means a lack of movement. It could be impulsive. It could be manipulative. It's not real friendly energy here. Very dark clouds coming on the horizon. And you don't know who that is, right? There's a... there's a lot of armor hidden. And look at the green. Okay, there's only touches of green, but you can barely tell it's green. Not coming from a place of love. Using manipulation, using trickery, if you will, to present as love when really there's a motive behind it. So guys, when you're codependent, and you expect someone to return the favor that you did for them without expressing it up front before you do the favor, that's manipulation. Like, these things are very subtle. We don't even realize we're doing them. And I think what this is saying is be aware of yourself doing that, or of other people doing that, because it's not an intentional thing all the time. It's not done in malice. It's not done out of spite. It's not done out of evil, if you will. It's just a habit that we've created over time that we need to be aware of, and we need to then go back and take a look at it and understand it and make sure that we're not doing that. To the Four of Swords in the reverse. Now that doesn't look real friendly. He looks pretty beat up and pretty... the sword doesn't look like it's in him. And I only see one sword. I do not see four. I see four throughout the whole card, but the Four of Swords in reverse is anxiety, right? It's burnout. It's he's tired. He needs to rest. And he's so tired and so overdue on that rest that he's staying, you get that insomnia. Have you ever been so tired that you can't sleep? That's this guy. So don't burn yourself out. Don't burn yourself out, and make sure that you are staying in the present moment and coming from a place of love, of pure love, of unconditional love, of not manipulative love, if you will. So I'm going to leave the tarot portion there because my dogs are going insane, and my, I don't know, I guess they don't want to be around my son who's in the living room right now, but that's okay. They are all up my butt right now, if you will, and it's getting a little annoying. So I'm going to get an oracle card to finish off the reading, and we're going to get a healing card. I like these Soul to Soul from the birthday gift. I have not seen her in a while. I do miss my crew from intuition class, but, you know, it's okay. I will see them again, I'm sure. What's our healing message for today? What's our healing message for today? Healing message for today. That's a lot. Too many. Okay, we'll take that one. The only way to drive you to work on yourself was to show up the way I did. Okay, so the message for today is that the person, and it could be your higher self, had to turn up the heat on you in order to get you to work on yourself. Because people who are comfortable don't change. They just don't. So this had to happen for your healing to take place. So a lot of times we look at these negative things in our lives and we decide that we're done, you know, we don't want to play anymore, blah, blah, blah. Why can't things just go back to the way they were? Well, guys, there's no growth in the way things were. So we have to go back and appreciate it, you know, reminisce on it. But at the end of the day, it needs to change. It needs to, you need to grow. And that wouldn't happen if things were not uncomfortable. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So trying to get your cards spread out here so you can see them. And I feel like this is another person in your life. I don't feel like this is you against you. I feel like there's someone you're thinking of that is maybe did you wrong or didn't treat you 100% the way they should have. And it was decided in a soul contract prior to coming to this life that this is what they needed to do in order to get you to grow. So hopefully, I'm not sure exactly how it works, but once those lessons are learned, I don't know if those people stay in our lives or not. I guess that's up to your contract. But maybe they come back and be the person that they can be, and you are the person you can be. You know, they're reflecting your energy. So if you're seeing that they're less than perfect, then that's because you are less than perfect. You're going to attract that vibe. So if your vibe is really high and of pure intention and whatnot, and it'll take time for those people to come in, but they will come in. And you'll have the same kind of energy reciprocated to you. But you have to put it out there first. And that's the trick. And that's where everything seems backwards. You know, we all want to say, well, I'll be grateful after I get the thing, right? No, you have to be grateful in order to get the thing. So keep that in mind, guys. Everything's backwards, and whatever's going on is always in your highest good. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I will talk to you guys from Connecticut this week. Love and light.